Oye CPC. Your Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Chairperson of the CCM and President of the United Republic of Tanzania. Your Excellency Stephen Wasira, Vice Chairman of CCM. Your Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Vice Chairman of CCM and President Zanzibar. Your Excellency Ambassador Dr. Emmanuel John Nchimbi, Secretary General of CCM, honorable representatives of friendly political parties, Your Excellency diplomatic envoys and representatives, dear comrades and friends, habari asubuhi. It's a great honor to be invited to the Special National Congress of CCM. Please allow me to convey the sincere greetings and best wishes of over 99 million CPC members to our sister party, CCM, brothers and sisters. It is not my first time to attend the CCM National Congress. From where I stay to this conference center, I saw the green CCM flags flying in the wind, and the party logos could be found everywhere. Dodoma City has already become the sea of the green. In the conference hall, CCM delegates are full of energy and spirit. All this vividly demonstrates CCM's strong organizational and mobilization capacities and cohesions. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, over the past 5 years, historic and unprecedented achievements has already scored by CCM governments through the earnest implementation of the CCM Election Manifesto 2020 to 25. By emphasizing party building, CCM has already strengthened its ability to govern. Now the number of CCM members has already reached 13 million, which makes your CCM stands out among the political parties in the African continent. Tanzania continues to remain stable and enjoy a high reputation in Africa as the oasis of the peace. Bear in mind the people-centered development concept. The CCM government has vigorously promoted infrastructure construction and completed flagship projects such as Julius Nyerere hydropower projects, Standard Gauge Railway SGR, etc. Meanwhile, Tanzania business environment and people undertakings such as education and health and water has been consistently improved. In the diplomatic arena, under the great leadership of Dr. Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania government initiated several public goods for every continent and the world community, such as Build a Better Tomorrow, agriculture experience, and clean cooking energy. Tanzania also contributed significantly to the African integration and peace process, has become an influencer in the regional and global affairs. In this morning, the new CCM Election Manifesto 2025 to 2030 will be unveiled. This will lay out a blueprint and a roadmap for Tanzania development in the upcoming 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, CPC and CCM enjoy a profound friendship. During the period of African liberation, we are fighters fought in the same trench. During the period of the post-independence economic and social development. We as a partner work together for win-win outcome. In the new era, we are the comrades who share the common ideals for modernization. Over the past 47 years since CPC established formal relations with the CCM, our great parties has enjoyed in-depth and close exchanges and cooperation, which has become an important contributor to an advantage of China-Tanzania relations. High-level exchange between our two great parties has maintained good momentum. CCM leaders have been invited to visit China, including Comrade Ambassador Dr. Nchimbi, Comrade Deputy Secretary General John Mongela, and Comrade Organizational Secretary Isa Gao, to name a few. And the CPC delegations has also come to Tanzania for a visit. All those has enhanced our mutual political trust. Capacity building and mutual learning of governance experience has been carried out. Each year, almost 200 political cadres and talent of various fields are invited to China for exchange on such topics as party capacity building, poverty alleviation, and youth development. We have supported each other on issues involving our core interests and major concerns. I would like to express my deep appreciation for CCM government on upholding One China principle and supporting China on such issues as human rights. China will continue to support Tanzania in fighting against foreign interference and safeguarding sovereignty, security, and development interests. Ladies and gentlemen, dear comrades and friends, China attaches great importance to the relations between our two great countries, stands ready to implement the consensus reached by our two great presidents, enrich party-to-party exchange, and improve our respective governance capacity as well as to benefit our two peoples, make a great achievements in China-Tanzania comprehensive strategic cooperation partnership, and jointly build an always China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. Finally, I congratulate heartfelt to this Congress a full great success. Viva CPC, viva! Viva CCM, viva! Viva China-Tanzania friendship! Aluta! Aluta! Asante sana.
Asante sana. Asante sana comrade. Kwa ufupi amezungumzia ushirikiano wetu baina ya Tanzania na China kabla na baada ya uhuru, jinsi tunavyoshirikiana kwenye serikali lakini pia kwenye chama, tunavyobadilishana uzoefu, ziara hasa kwenye chama, makomrade wanakuja na wakwetu wanakwenda kujifunza mambo mbalimbali ambayo yanatokea kwao. Na kwa kweli katika baadhi ya mambo tuliojifunza ndio yameleta mageuzi kwenye chama chetu hiki. Tunakwenda kujifunza, tunayafanyia kazi, yameleta mageuzi haya. Kwa hiyo tunashukuru sana. Baada ya kumsikiliza China, sasa twende tukasikilize kwa jirani zetu chama cha NRM kutoka Uganda. Uganda, karibu.
CCM oye! CCM oye! CCM oye! Asante sana. Jambo ndugu delegates. Mimi anasema Kiswahili. Kidogo kidogo. So let me continue in English. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to convey to this great political event the best wishes from the Communist Party of the Russian Federation, from millions of members and supporters of the Russian Communist Party. Our parties established relations more than 60 years ago, and it was a relationship based on the common values of fighting against apartheid and colonialism in Southern Africa. We know of the great role played by Tanzania in support of this noble struggle. Thousands of political refugees from Zimbabwe, South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia, Angola came to Tanzania and found their home here. But for you to know, many of these people traveled from Dar es Salaam to the north, but not to the north of Tanzania. They went to the very north, to the extreme north, which was Moscow. And they received military and civilian training in our country to help them to fight colonialism and apartheid. Our officers were fighting in the same trenches with MPLA, Frelimo, ANC, and SWAPO combatants. Your victories were our victories. Your successes are our successes. Now the forces of apartheid and colonialism have been defeated in Southern Africa. But the former colonial powers didn't stop at that. They did not recognize the defeat. I clearly remember the warning made by the President, Comrade Samia Suluhu Hassan, at the Frelimo Congress in Maputo 3 years ago. She warned that former national liberation movements under attack in Southern Africa. And it was supported, this idea was supported by the President of Zimbabwe, Comrade Mnangagwa. And the recent developments in Southern Africa, the attempts by the hostile powers to topple progressive governments during the elections in Mozambique, South Africa, and Namibia are clear evidence that they are still trying. But the people of South Africa, Mozambique, and Namibia defeated these attempts. And your victory at the forthcoming elections is not going to be only your victory. It will be a major contribution to peace and stability in Southern Africa in general. Russia is facing the same onslaught as you people here. It's facing attack by the same forces and for the same reasons. After the destruction of the Soviet Union, our Western so-called partners tried to convert Russia into a semi-colony. They wanted us to sell them cheap oil and gas and to make us buy at exorbitant prices their manufactured goods. In the process, they wanted to destroy our manufacturing as a whole. But they failed. We insisted on our political and technological sovereignty. Now they want to punish us. What's happening now in Ukraine is not a struggle between the brother people of Ukraine and Russia. We are brother people. What the former colonial powers are doing, they're implying the same concept of divide and rule. Or the recent example in South Africa is black-on-black violence adopted by the apartheid regime to stop the liberation struggle. This is the same thing. And we're extremely grateful for our African brothers for understanding this reality and for refusing to join all sorts of anti-Russian schemes. We're equally grateful to our great neighbors, People's Republic of China and North Korea, for understanding and supporting us. Comrades, I came first to Tanzania in 1979. It was 45 years ago. I was young and handsome. I'm no longer young, but probably still handsome, although I'm not very sure. I find a different Tanzania. I mean, it's a shock of lifetime. You know how much progress has been achieved during these years. And when we are speaking about the confidence of winning in the election, I know the secret. Because the ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi, is clearly understanding and reflecting the genuine interests of the people and the aspirations of the people, and is working hard to make these aspirations live. Yesterday we've seen a very impressive picture of the achievements of our country in all sorts of social and economic life. Housing and road construction, health, education, everywhere there is tremendous program, and we're seeing that, and we're grateful and happy for that. You make us truly happy because your friendship with you is a long-standing thing, and your success is our success. I rate it again. As a result of that, Tanzania has become a very respected member of the international community. I've been recently at the inauguration ceremony of new president of Namibia, Comrade Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. And you should have seen the respect at that meeting displayed by other heads of states and government to your president, Comrade Samia Suluhu Hassan. Of course, she was #1 guest. It was so obvious. And I must say, we are facing a situation when Women's League is being produced, in the governments of Southern Africa. And we support that. In Russia, we are not doing much in this direction. We must follow your example. I take that message back. Your example is very important for us as well. And your Congress is another very important step in making your country, your people very prosperous. Tanzania is not in the news these days. And this is a positive thing because the Western media always picks up all sorts of crises, floods, coup d'etat, hunger, poverty, etc. There is nothing in Tanzania. There is nothing for them to report. Tanzania is the most stable country in Africa. And we congratulate you for that. The Communist Party of the Russian Federation has always been, for all these 60 years, your true friend. It's not only myself coming back to Africa, but Russia is also coming back to Africa. And there is a saying in Russia that an old friend is better than 2 new ones. So we're old friends and we're coming back. We wish you all success in your very important deliberations. CCM oye! CCM oye! CCM oye! Asante sana! Thank you.
Asante sana, comrade. You are grown up and you are still handsome.